Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and if you are new here, hello, my name is Choua, and in today's video I am going to be doing my first update to my project Rainbow. I am really excited about this update because we have 3 rollouts, so that means we're gonna bring in 3 new products. And I'll explain a little bit more when we get there. If you don't know what Project Rainbow is, it's essentially a project where you enter in makeup or beauty products that matches the color of the rainbow. So red can be a red lipstick or a red eyeshadow palette, anything that really matches that color. You can set a usage goal on these products, or you can set whatever goals you want really. This project to me is really just to help me enter in products that I may not want to enter into long-term projects, and also be able to feel like I got enough use out of these products to either know if I need to declutter them or if I want them to stay in my collection and whatnot, just to familiarize myself with them. And I just thought that this project would be a really fun one. And with this project, my usage goal is 25 uses. So I think that's still a good goal right now. I feel like 25 might be a little bit much, but I don't want to change my usage goal too early in the year, so I'm gonna continue to stick to the 25 uses for each product. So to start off, we have the color red, and I rolled in my Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in Boy Collector. I have used this 6 times, so I still have quite a lot of usage left with this product. It is quite hard for me to use this regularly because it is a really bold lip color, but when I do put it on the lips, I either do kind of like a Asian gradient lip look with this, or I just fill it all in and I have a really bold lip color. I don't know how many times I am gonna be able to reach for this once February is over with and everything, but I'm gonna try my very darn best to get as many uses out of this as possible within the month of February still. So that way, even if I don't hit 25 uses in February, I only have a couple more uses in March. That's kind of my goal for this product, just because in March I feel like it starts to warm up. I feel like I want to wear more nude or more pink lips, and so I may not be reaching for this that often once the whole pink and red Valentine's Day kind of theme goes away. Our first rollout is my Kulfi concealer. This is for the orange color. I did reach 25 uses yesterday and I used it one more time this morning. This has officially surpassed 25 usage, which I am not surprised about. It is a concealer, and this is my main concealer that I have been reaching for, so I think I might try to finish this concealer off. Doesn't have to be in a project, but to finish it off this year. For the color yellow, I rolled in my Miss Cho Beauty liquid eyeshadow in Ihama. This is a gold eyeshadow, and I roll it in for the color yellow because to me gold is similar to yellow, so that's the reason why. And I've only used this twice, and it's actually really hard for me to reach for this color this time of month because I'm feeling more purpley, more grungy, more pinks and reds. So I have been trying my best to kind of just add this into like the inner corners or lower lash line, or I even use this to create a wing liner, and it looked beautiful, so I might continue to do that. So yeah, we still have 23 uses left to go. I think with this product it's going to take at least another 2 months to get the 25 uses, maybe even 3 months, depending on how many times I reach for warm tone, golden kind of eye looks. So for the color green, I rolled in another eye product, and this is my YC Collection Noraya Cream Eyeshadow in Kindness. This is in green packaging, but the actual pigment itself is not green. It is a copper. This is how the eye cream looks like. It's a really, really yummy looking sort of copper, like almost like a penny copper, you know? I like putting this all over the eyes as like my base, and then really buffing out the edges, and then go in with other powdered eyeshadows on top this is a really good base color for that. For the color blue, I entered in my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. I have reached 25 uses today. So I got my 25 uses and I will be rolling this out. I do really love this product. I think it's just so beautiful on the skin, and I can use this as like a lightener for some of my other base products that are a little too dark for me. And since it is the winter time, I am at my pale list, and so this does work really well during the winter times. If I wear this alone, it does make me look a little bit more paler than my actual neck, so I do have to bronze up a lot, but you know what, I don't really mind that. And I feel like because I used so much of it, it might be an empty this year. This next product is for the color purple, and this is my About Face Cheek Freak Blush Balm in Score. I love this blush balm so much. I use it around the temple area to kind of create a gradient with my blush. I have gone into this blush 22 times. I have 3 more uses to go with this one. It's not very hard for me to reach for this blush balm. If anything, I like reaching for this first, and then I will go in with my blush stick that is in my project pan to kind of really tap on top of it. Very gorgeous, especially when I'm wearing more cool toned eye looks. Very beautiful. And with the usage on this product, I feel like I have flattened the dome a little bit. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but I have flattened it out quite a lot, so I'm really happy about that. Really love this blush balm, and I am just glad to be able to use this more during the winter season. Moving on to the color black, I rolled in my Aesthetica Starlight Highlighter in Cosmos. This is a sparkling rose gold highlight, and I've used this 7 times. We still have quite a lot of uses to go, but I'm okay with that. I have been loving this as like a little bit of like a highlighter topper just right on top of the cheekbone, or even just as an inner corner highlight, or like a highlight down on the lash line to really open up the eyes. So I'm really loving it for that. I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to reach for this after the month of February, but I'm gonna try my very darn best to wear this as much as possible with eye looks, with anything really that is appropriate, just because it's just so beautiful, and I do want to have a little bit more disturbance in this product, and maybe even like a small dip. I'm not too sure. And lastly, for the color white, I rolled in my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I have used this 7 times, and is it 7 times? No, I have used this 12 times. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I've used this 12 times, and mainly to really line the lower lash line, to open up the eyes, brighten up the eyes a little bit. I usually do a black eyeliner in the lower lash line, but I have been I have been putting this in the lower lash line, and I think it makes a really big difference. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell in today's look, but I put it all over the lower lash line to brighten up the eyes a little bit. I'm happy with this right now. I'm hoping to put this in the waterline a little bit more frequently, and hopefully I can really use it on the eyelids, you know, when I do cut creases or something like that, or even like as a wing liner. Who knows? We still have a lot of uses to go with this product, but I'm okay with it. So we have 3 roll-ins, and the first one is for the color orange. To replace the Kofi concealer, I'm gonna roll in my Fenty Beauty Poutsicle Hydrating Lip Stain in Zesty Bestie, and it's a really gorgeous orange stain. I love this so much. Like, look how orange that is. So pretty. So yeah, I'm rolling this in for the color orange, and I don't know how many times I'm gonna reach for this, in all honesty, for the month of February, but hopefully I can create looks that will go with this lip color. I don't really wear orange lip looks all too often, so this is definitely going to be a challenge for me. So for the color blue, I'm rolling in my NYX glitter glue to replace my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator, and it's in this Laneige sleeping mask container. The original packaging is not blue, but since I, put it into this packaging, I'm gonna count it as a blue product. And so I have a lot of eye primer left to use up, and so I think this project is appropriate to enter this kind of product in. 25 uses I think will be easy enough for me because I wear eyeshadow all the time, and since this is in a project, I find more of a reason to reach for it, and it also sit in my on my everyday sort of makeup section. So hopefully I can get 25 uses out of this within about a month and a half. We'll see. And lastly, I know for the About Face blush balm for the color purple, I still have 3 more uses to go with that product, but I don't want to hit 25 uses and then just not have anything for the purple category for the rest of the month, until the next update. So I am gonna roll something into this category, but I'm not going to use it until I reach 25 uses on the blush balm. And so I'm gonna roll in my Delish lip balm in Colleen. This is like a purpley pink. I received this in my January Ipsy Extra Box, and I was thinking is this appropriate for purple? But I think it is because it's like a purpley pinky kind of lip balm. So I am going to, let me just put a little bit here. Okay, so I am going to enter this in for the color purple and get 25 uses out of this. I don't think it's going to be very, very hard. I mean, it is a tinted, like a colored lip balm, but the payoff isn't too pigmented, so I could use this to prime the lips when I'm getting ready, or use it throughout the day instead of like a lip gloss or anything like that, or something like that. So 25 uses I think will be easy. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.